Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, today we will talk about top 10 best places to visit in Japan. The following list of places to visit in Japan are my personal highlights, the locations whose beauty and overall appeal left a lasting impression and deepened my love for Japan. Of course, this is just a small selection of the beautiful places in Japan, and a work in progress as I hope to return to the country many more times. But I hope it gives you some ideas of incredible places to see in Japan. Japan is a country that cares about aesthetics. City streets are clean, gardens are perfectly manicured, and architecture is in harmony with the natural surroundings. 1. Kyoto. There's no doubt that Kyoto is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Japan thanks to its inviting mix of nature and traditional architecture. Temples and shrines can be found all across the city, nestled among picturesque gardens brightened by cherry blossoms in the spring and red maple leaves in the fall. Kyoto also has many pretty neighborhoods and streets to wander in between visiting temples and shrines. If you love nature and wildlife, then Arashiyama is an especially enjoyable district to visit. The forested hills not only make an attractive setting for temples, tea houses, and riverside parks. 2. Miyajima Island. The recognition and appreciation of Miyajima Island's natural beauty dates back hundreds of years to when it was named one of the 3 most scenic spots in Japan. Even now, it's a title that's rightfully deserved. Located in Hiroshima Bay, the island offers miles of coastlines and mountaintop trails for admiring the Seto Inland Sea. During a hike on Mt. Misen, you can visit 2 observatories that show off Miyajima's gorgeous setting. The island has several spiritual sites with traditional Japanese architecture. 3. Nikko. Nikko is another one of the beautiful places in Japan that harmoniously blends spirituality and traditional architecture with nature. For centuries, Nikko has been a center of mountain worship for followers of Buddhism and Shinto. Temples and shrines were built in the shade of towering cedars and pines, not far from a photogenic sacred bridge and scenic gorge, lined with stone statues of the Bodhisattva Jizo. The surrounding area is home to mountains, waterfalls, and lakes, providing plenty of places to appreciate nature and admire autumn foliage. 4. Mie Fuji and the Fuji 5 Lakes. There is no image more recognizable as a symbol of Japan than that of Mie Fuji, Japan's most famous volcano, and one of its 3 holy mountains, is designated a special place of scenic beauty by the Japanese government. Making up for the fact that Mie Fuji is often hidden behind clouds, are several other beautiful spots you can visit around the area's 5 lakes. 5. Nara Park. Nara Park makes this list of beautiful places to visit in Japan because of its irresistible combination of wildlife, gardens, and architecture. The park is well known for the hundreds of deer that freely roam the grounds. For the most part, the deer in Nara Park are really friendly, and you can even buy special crackers to feed them. Another enjoyable attraction in the park is the monumental Tadaiji Temple. The huge main hall was at one point the largest wooden building in the world, and even though it's a fraction of its original size, it still makes a lasting impression. 6. Koyasen. The most attractive thing about Koyasen is that it's an escape from our busy, crowded, modern world. Here on the forested peaks of Meiji-koya, you'll find over 100 temples where Buddhist principles are regularly practiced. Some of these temples even welcome travelers to stay the night and experience their traditions firsthand. Walking around Koyasen, you'll see several fine pieces of art and architecture like the Great Pagoda at the Danjo-Garan complex. Walking down the long, stone path feels more like a walk in the forest than visit to the cemetery, as lofty cedar trees shade hundreds of thousands of moss-covered grave markers. 7. Tottori Prefecture. Tottori may be Japan's least populated prefecture, but that doesn't mean it's short on beautiful sights. Tottori City is home to several of the region's top natural attractions, including the sprawling seaside Tottori Sand Dunes, across from the equally impressive Tottori Sand Museum, and the Sanin Keikan Geopark, where you can take a scenic cruise along the rocky Urodome coast. Elsewhere in the prefecture, you'll find plenty more beautiful places to visit in Japan like Menti. 8. Himeji Castle. The bright white Himeji Castle has a certain elegance that sets it apart from other castles in Japan. Nicknamed the White Heron Castle, this national treasure is widely considered to be the most magnificent castle in Japan. The dichotomy of its architecture, imposing and strong, yet delicate and artistic, effortlessly proves that strength and beauty can be one and the same. The castle's dazzling appearance is further enhanced by the gardens and parkland that surround it. It's especially photogenic during cherry blossom season, when gracefully framed by pink blooms. 9. Matsumoto Castle. Matsumoto Castle, like Himeji, is one of the most exquisite of Japan's 12 original castles. Its striking black exterior, 2 donjons, wide moat, vermilion bridge, and mountainous backdrop create picture-perfect scenes from every angle. Perhaps most impressive is how much of the castle exists in its original state. The wooden interior is worn in places, as one would expect for a centuries-old castle, but that authenticity provides a uniquely engaging experience you can't get at some of Japan's reconstructed castles. 10. Nachizen. Nachizen is one of the most beautiful places in Japan because it epitomizes the country's spiritual relationship with nature. On this sacred mountain, followers of Buddhism and Shinto worship Nachi Falls, Japan's tallest waterfall with a single uninterrupted drop. The waterfall, combined with the pagoda of Sagento-ji Temple, creates a remarkably beautiful scene that captures the soul of Japan perfectly. Leading to and from this mountaintop complex of temples and shrines is a stone path surrounded by towering ancient cedar trees. This atmospheric trail forms the Okumatori-go section of the Kumano-Koto ancient pilgrimage route. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.